So we had some really heavy rain last night with, I think, some wind because I came out this morning and it looks like there's a bunch of stuff that's fallen over. And so this has fallen down. And so I'm gonna do a blooming update as I go through and clean up all the stuff that has fallen over. As a reminder, I'm still holding these plants for Steve, who's trying to get rid of these extras so you can have room for more seedlings. I've got this Angraecum bicolosum from him and this Orangus fastuosa, one Colostynia ionoptera, one Gokosingii, that's the blue orchid, a bunch of Phalaenopsis pulchra, a few of these Cycnoches pedidactylons, and lots of Epinocturnum. I am going away on a vacation next week, so if there are any orders this weekend, they'll go out Monday or Tuesday, but then after that, they'll have to wait until the following week. I have to wonder what kind of wind came through last night. So these are in a tray, and you can see this one has basically flipped over. And oh, wow, it got really hot. Look at this. So we've had a heat wave come through, and look at this. It has melted the plastic here. Wow. It has been hot out here. My Guatemalensis has fallen over upon a whole bunch of seedlings, and I hope I haven't broken too many of them underneath. It doesn't look like too much damage underneath, and there was even a orchid in spike right here, and it looks like I didn't even lose the bud, so we'll hope it survives to blooming now. I've cleaned up all the collapsed pots. Doesn't look like anything broke, and the roots are doing okay on these. I have my Cuthbertsonii were out. They were actually face down when I came out. I've got a few Cuthbertsonii blooming. So this is Mingle Sapphire crossed to Cuthbertsonii. These are my two Aussie high-lows, and one was supposed to be red-yellow, one was supposed to be yellow-red, but I swear that they both look exactly the same, and I probably should get rid of one then, because I don't need two high-lows that look exactly the same. I had a few Richard Muellers here that were in bloom. This was a Sunspots crossed to Richard Mueller. This right here is Tropical Sunset crossed to Richard Mueller, and I really like the flowers on this. You can see that it's falling over. Everything's been blown over. This is an Otara Hidden Gold, and I have a second one that I got from Diamond Orchids of this. So this is the first one that I got from him that was good. This is a remake. He remade Otara Hidden Gold. This is my second Otara Hidden Gold from Diamond Orchids right here, and I don't know what's going on with these flowers that have this weird warped opening. I like this one a lot more than the other ones. I think I'm probably going to get rid of the other one because I don't need two, and they look like that one's blooming out more yellow. I'm really hoping to have an Otara Hidden Gold that does the color change where they start reddish like this, and then they basically whiten to yellow. That one just basically starts out yellow. This is, I believe, Goldfinch, which is also from, it's a Richard Mueller cross from Diamond Orchids as well. I love how cute that is. I have a second Stellamisatura Kelly Lay opening up here. Here's one flower, and it's got two buds. Here's a Dendrobium tannii that I got from H&R in bloom, and it's still blooming. And then this is a Mott Spot cross to, I think, a Clandier. Let me check. This is a Mott Spot cross to Mark Jones, and looks like there's been some damage on the sepals right there. It's on the table because I need to divide it, but I was waiting for it to bloom because look, 3 of these have grown together in this kind of mass of pots. So it's waiting to finish blooming so that I can repot it. Here we have Mossier cross to Richard Mueller. And right below it, I have my Thai Hummingbird Hugs and Kisses blooming. I have a lot of Richard Muellers blooming right now. So this is Girac Canary, which is a Richard Mueller cross. And then I have a Denocarpa cross to Richard Mueller. So this is actually, the plant for this is on the other side of my rack. This is actually pushed through the mesh and it's blooming out on this side. On the other side of my hanging rack, I actually have the plant and then another spike in bloom. And below that, I have a Nodosa, which has been going, I think, for most of July. It's been opening very slowly, and I got this one because I thought it might be ridiculous that it might be a Nodosa cross grandiflora cross, but it's okay. I don't know that the flowers are as big and flat as I would like, but it's definitely very long lasting. All right, here I have Cerulean Mrs. Mahler. And this has actually been open for about a week now. And oh look, I lost a sepal on it from the storms. It's been raining really, really hard all last night. Then we had the heat wave before that, so now it's cool, so it's very nice outside, but of course I've got a bunch of flower damage. Here's Golden Peacock behind it. And then this right here is Doll's Horizon by Richard Mueller. Here, let's get a better view of it from the front. So here's Doll's Horizon again by Richard Mueller. Behind it, I have Golden Tang. And then over here, I have Petite Stars, which is, let's see, Layla Rubescens by Richard Mueller. My Sunset Glory. Also, this is Purpurata by Richard Mueller. I've got an Encyclia cochleata that has been blooming all summer. It's often overlooked because the flowers are green and it's in a sea of green. Related to cochleata is this Encyclia Green Hornet, Prothethia Green Hornet, which I believe is Cochleata cross lancifolium. I have lots of spikes on this. This is a great bloomer for me, even if the foliage looks terrible. I've got a Crimson Pride here that's been blooming for several weeks. You can really tell that I've got a snail infestation going on here, but it's been so wet that I haven't been able to treat with diatomaceous earth. And then I have a Franz Jewel right here that has 2 spikes. Very nice. It's just starting to open. Here I have Dendrobium delacorii, which I got from Nats in spike at the iOS summer picnic. So it's been in bloom. Actually, it started blooming like I think end of June, so for like a month, and that's a really long time for Dendrobium, and I'm really glad that I picked this up out of the huge room of plants at Nats. So you can see that it was really windy. This is coming out of its rack, and when I went to put it back, I discovered that it has some out of season flowers right here. So this is Encyclia radiata. Normally it blooms in the fall for me. It's fragrant. It's just got this one little spike, and then above it with seed pods, because a lot of these encyclias will be pollinated by ants. So I'm probably going to get rid of these seed pods, or if they're ready in time, maybe I'll make a display for the fall show with them, show people what seeds look like. So this is Encyclia Newberry's Tutti Frutti right here. It's got a lot of seed pods on it. I have lots of stuff just sort of tucked in among the greenery. Like this is a key lime stars that's blooming, and you can see that it has been nibbled by slugs. Right here it has 2 flowers. The other one's hidden underneath the leaf right there. I do have a lot of stuff that is not happy with the alternation between heat and rain, like this Richard Mueller cross Schomburgia brisiana that I tried to grow up from a community pot. It's all dead. Here's a Perenniae, Brassavola perenniae that I got from Sunset Valley Orchids, and it has really big flowers, and I believe it's supposed to be a 4N. Here's a tiny pleurophthalid that I got from Equigenera, and it's been underneath stuff. It's technically, I believe, a cool grower, climate intermediate, and it has flowers. I'm going to try to show them. They're very, very small. So there's one that's open. See if we can zoom in on it. Very tiny flowers. And there are 2 more right here. And that's pretty good because a whole bunch of the Katia plants that didn't sell at the spring show basically died in the heat wave. Here's Neo Phoenicia falcata. And this is its second blooming. You can see from this old spike it bloomed once in the spring. And here's just a small set of 3 flowers on a second blooming for this year. Say hello, Rosalind. She insists on coming out even though it's super hot out here. Okay, I think this is the last blooming orchid. I have a lot of stuff that's in spike, but I think this is the last open flower. So this right here is Richard's Bonanza. It's Bonanza Queen crossed to Richard Mueller. It's got a little bit of damage on the leaves, but I do love the color, and I love the pink on the lip, those spots. And that's my update before I go on vacation.